Friends, I am here with another brand new style from Belle Tress. This is Beverly Hills in the color Coolest Ash Brown. Beverly Hills is a part of the City collection, a brand new collection that they just recently released. I've shown you a few wigs from this collection, and this is the latest one, Beverly Hills. Long, heat-friendly synthetic, low density, perfect for updos, in the color Coolest Ash Brown, which I'm excited to show you guys. So let's talk about this wig, and I'll show you this color both inside and outside. Let's go. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm partnering with Name Brand Wigs to bring you this review. They sent me Beverly Hills so I could show all of you this really long, layered, luxurious style. Name Brand Wigs is a wonderful online retailer. They carry all the major name brands. I can save you 30% off this and all Belle Tress wigs. I'll put a coupon code in the description below. Really, honestly, you guys, if you're looking for a low density, long piece, and you like ponytails, updos, I really think this could be a great one to consider. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. Make sure I'm far enough back so you can see this length. For the length, this is a super lightweight piece. It is 4.9 ounces. That's how much it says it weighs on the website. I'm shocked. It feels way more lightweight than that to me. And like I said, if you like to style your wigs, or if you're looking for a wig you can do in like a fun half up, half down, or you could totally wear this one in just a regular ponytail. I would do sort of a low or a mid-length or mid-back ponytail. And of course you kind of pull down the back if you lift it up. And then my favorite is to do a twist in the back and then stick a claw clip in. And because of the way that this is layered, you can have face framing if you like it, or you can tuck all of that behind your ear. Either way, I think this one is going to have so much flexibility, just a ton. Now the length of this one overall is 22 inches. So basically from the crown down to the longest length, but it's super layered. You can kind of see as I'm moving around, these layers just kind of fall every which way. And if you are a bang wearer, you can absolutely cut bangs into this one if you'd prefer. There's kind of a bit of a template already built because it's got those face framing layers. So you can wear it off your face, you can cut bangs in, you can get hair stuck in your lip gloss, whatever it is that you want to do, you can do with this one. Now, I have to show you this lace front because it is a spectacular lace front. You guys look at that. Let me lift it again for you. It just melts, and they did a phenomenal job with not only little knots because this is a darker color, but it's such a realistic hairline. They really knocked it out of the park. It can be really tricky with brunettes with synthetic wigs because those knots can't be bleached like human hair, so sometimes you can really see them. They did a really good job, and they've been doing better with their knots than they were a few years ago, and I'm always super impressed. We've got extended lace, and then a really interesting mono part that goes all the way back to the crown. So it's left going to the right. That's how the part is laid out. We've got soft ear tabs with bendable stays, an extended nape, Velcro adjusters, which their other lines don't have. And so I'm really grateful that they added Velcro adjusters to this one. They're just a little bit easier to work with and they stay in place a little bit better. And then the rest was open wefted, as you can see. Let me throw her on. I don't always like to throw long wigs on camera because it can be a little tricky to get them to lay nice, and sometimes they get all tangly. This one's not doing that though. I've had no issues at all with tangles. So I don't know if it's, I mean, I do love Belle Tress fibers and I don't find them to be terribly tangly. So I think between the layers and how it's straight, that's really working to keep these tangles at bay on this one. I already sort of mentioned density. Let's talk about Permatease. There is none. Belle Tress is known for making styles with no permatease. That's what gives this such a realistic look. I think they did everything right on this one for those who like layered long styles. The hairline is beautiful, super realistic. The density is perfect. I mean, it doesn't even look like you have extensions in or anything. Sometimes wigs can have quite the density. And so if you're looking for super high density, voluminous, luxurious, this one isn't the style for you. But if you want super realistic and something you can style easily or wear down if you want to, this one could be a great one. I just really think they did a really amazing job with this one. Do keep in mind that these are heat-friendly fibers and they do require a little bit of special care, especially because of the length. You do want to take heat to these fibers periodically, depending on how long you wear the wig. If you wear it for 10 or 12 hours a day, you may need to take heat to the fibers almost every time, because what's going to happen is we're going to get a little bit of frizzing and fraying on the parts that rub up on your clothing. But because this is straight, it's going to be really easy to maintain, and you don't have to worry about the heat altering a curl or wave pattern. I have a few videos where I talk about this and I show you how to work with wigs like this. I'll make sure they're linked below in case you're brand new and you've never even heard that heat-friendly synthetics need a little special care. I actually, if they're straight, I do prefer heat-friendly to regular synthetic. I find them to feel a little more realistic. They don't have the shine that regular synthetic can have, and I don't think they're difficult to care for. We're also different though, so I want to make sure you have all the information and you can make an informed decision. Now let's talk about fit. Belle Tress in general is known for being a brand that runs a little big. A lot of people refer to it as a big head friendly brand. This line though is running a little bit smaller than typical. I am not getting extra cap up here. I typically get a ton of extra cap on Belle Tress because I have a very petite over the top of my head and it's just fitting me perfect everywhere. I have it cinched in a little, so I do think it's great for up to maybe 22, a little bit more inch circumference, depending on how you wear your wigs and if you like them snug or not. There is a lot of stretch, but the cap is just running a little bit smaller. I've talked about this in my other reviews of wigs from this line, but I want you to just be aware if you're used to Belle Tress and you purchase the brand because of how it fits you, this one, this line, the City Collection, is fitting a little bit different. If you have experience, please leave it below. Help your wig sisters out. What's been your impression of the City Collection wigs versus like the Cafe Collection and their other wigs? All right, let's talk about color. Coolest ash brown. You know, cool and ashy browns. I almost took my necklace off. By the way, this necklace, it was made by a wig sister, and I love her chokers. They are so easy to wear. They don't squeeze your neck, and they look great with like crew neck shirts. I'll put some information below in case you want to check her out. She makes the most beautiful jewelry. So anyway, it's really hard to find kind of cool and ashy brunettes when it comes to synthetic wigs. And even human hair, a lot of brunettes are warm. This one is a nice neutral though. We've got a light ash brown. I would say light to medium. I personally would not call this a light brown. I would call it a medium brown. It's not dark, but it's also not super light. It's kind of in between. But the description says light ash brown with a subtle blend of cool pale blonde. You can kind of see those blondish highlights. So I would say this is really running neutral. It's not super ashy. When I think of ashy browns, I think of like my bio hair because it's turning gray and some of it's not gray, but it's losing its pigment and it's starting to look ashy. To me, this is more neutral. We're all very different though. Color is a little bit objective and a little bit subjective. It can be hard. You'll see even better outside. I did film the outside already. Indoors, even though I try to make my lighting in here to be as natural and not warm as I possibly can, because warm light will change color, it's still indoor lighting, and so looking at it indoor and outdoor will give you a good sense of how it will look in different light. Colors tend to look warmer inside and cooler outside depending on the sunlight and the time of day. Just thought I'd throw her on for you once again so you can see. Really easy, and if the bangs bother you, You can always clip it up. I love that look on longer pieces. You can also take heat to it to get a little more lift in these bangs and keep them off your face a little bit more if that's what you prefer. I actually would do it with a hot comb personally, and I have a video showing how I do that with my heat-friendly wigs. I'll make sure that's linked below. Please know I always link as many resources in the description as I can, thinking about my new wig wearer and what she might be struggling with, just like I struggled. And so I try to give you guys good additional information in the description, so always check that out. Whew, I'm making myself out of breath. I don't understand. I must be talking too fast. All right, let's get outside so you can see this outside. Once again, thanks to Name Brand Wigs for sending me this beautiful style by Belle Tress. Beverly Hills. There's a link in the description and a coupon code. Talk to you guys soon. Okay, here we go. What a unique color. Excited for you guys to see this outside. You can see all those ashy highlights. So happy to be able to show everybody a cooler brunette. So many brunettes are very warm. Let's get one more up close. All right, there you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.